What's up, DJ fan? Welcome to another video on our channel. Welcome to another episode of Start to Spin. My name is Diego, also known as DJ Pretty Boy, alongside my boy Shay, also known as DJ Shay. And together we open this spot to talk about DJ-related content, such as product reviews, tips and tricks, just tell our stories and share it with you guys so we can share some knowledge. So if you're a new DJ or a seasoned DJ, this is the spot to be. And with that being said, let's roll this intro.
Start to spin, feel the vibe. Pretty boy and Shay, we ride. Tune in now, don't be late. Every Thursday, mark that day.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome to another episode of Start to Spin. You already know DJ Pretty Boy and Shay. Today we're gonna talk about add-ons. This is something that is very important if you're looking to grow your business and if you're looking to make more money aside from just DJing. It's a very, very useful way, and I know a lot of people in our chat know and are very well versed on this topic.
Smiley.
Yeah, it's one of those guys that he makes anything money. He makes money out of anything. So I'm trying to get to his level. But yeah, essentially we want to talk about upselling. How do we upsell? And I mean, and you guys in the chat, if you guys want to let us know how you guys do the upselling part, that could help us, because again, I am not a huge salesperson, so it's kind of hard for me to like upsell things, but I do it anyways. It's just that I'm not pushy, but if you get this, this is gonna no, I just show what I like. Look, I have this, and this. Whatever you want, you can have. If you don't want it, it's fine. So there's people that have the skill of like push, and then they get it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I think we both are the same. Like we're not like the super salesman type when it comes to that
Chin?
stuff. Chillin', what's up, Chin? Chin says, "Yo, actually, we don't know about Chin's philosophy on the add-ons and stuff. We know about his speakers, but let us know what you think about add-ons, other stuff, aside from just like sound, and DJing. But yeah, I'm the same way as you, not like super pushy. And then the way that I do it is I think it's easy when making packages, like an easy way to upsell. It's like you don't have to like necessarily sell the individual items, but you can just put in the higher package, like, okay, this has uplighting, this has dance floor lighting, whatever. You can add it into there and be like, oh, if you want this package, it has this stuff. So it's kind of like you can upsell it a little bit that way, but without being like, oh, man, we have this special, clouds, or we have the CO2 cannon. You can add that on for $9.95 or whatever, like kind of salesman type of thing. So that's one thing that's helped making the packages.
To warm it up a little bit, each of us can start with the story, like how or an occasion that you upsell or that you had to upsell, and then we can transition into what type of upselling or how do we go about upselling. But go ahead. Do you have a story or something that you?
Yeah, I think that kind of prompted the topic. So I had a client, and I feel like this is also another good time to upsell is like as you get closer to the actual wedding, because then they're kind of just like, all right, I want this. We don't care about the money. We just want this. We want this. We want this. But anyway, the client I have a wedding for in 2 weeks, she reached out to me because she's like, oh, we want to add a monogram. Number one, I've never been asked to add a monogram. It's the first time, like in my 4 or 5 years now doing weddings and stuff. So she asked to add a monogram, and I was like, what? Why not? Like, why not? She wants one. Why don't I try like learning about it and see how it is to do the monogram? So I said, yeah, sure. Like I could do it. And then I started like looking into what it takes to do a monogram. And how much I could make off of it and stuff like that. So I ended up quoting her $500 to do a monogram, and she said yes. So I was like, oh, I bet, like let's do it. I don't have the projector and stuff yet, but I was like, I mean, I could rent it and figure it out. So I've been learning a lot about like monograms and like how to do it, how to make the gobo, how to do this and that. What I've found is that using like a projector, like nowadays, because projectors are so powerful, using like a regular standard projector and then doing the digital monogram is probably the better way to go rather than the old school style, cutting a gobo out of metal with their name on it and then doing it with like a light projector. I'm curious, you guys in the chat, if you guys have any opinions on the monogram. But basically, what the client told me to do is hold on, let me remove this. So this is what the venue looks like, and what she said is that they want a monogram back here behind the stage, and there's going to be a table, like the head table is going to be on the stage. So I was like, okay. I could figure out how to do that. But then when I was thinking about it, I was like, yo, I don't know where I would position the actual projector, because, usually you want the projector to be in front, but how the heck, you can't put it in front because that's like the middle of the dance floor. So then you have to put it off to the sides or something, and the venue is pretty big. So I'm like, trying to figure out where I'm going to put the projector. If you guys have experience doing monograms and stuff, let me know if you have any tips. But for those who don't and who's also new to it, this was the other thing I was going to show you guys is if you're interested in doing a monogram, you could go to the website Projectogram, and I'm going to pull it up here. So Projectogram is a really cool website where they will just like, they have a bunch of monograms here. And you can get any of these customized with obviously your couple's name and stuff. You can send them this website, My Digital Gobo, that has all the. Can you guys still see it? I don't know.
No.
Okay, it went away. Give me 1 second. So
technical difficulty, guys. Technical difficulties up in here.
Technical difficulties happening. All right, we're coming back. I X'd out of the. So basically, when you go to that my Gobo, it looks like this. They just have numbers, and the client can pick out exactly the design that they want without any of the prices. So they tell you, all right, we want design number 106. Then you go here to their website, and you can literally just order it. 106. It's $20 from the Make the Gobo, and then you project it with your regular projector. And Smiley says, yo, what's up? Yo, Smiley's in the house.
That's the man.
Smiley, Smiley, do you have experience with monograms? That's the first one we're starting off with. But I'm sure, because you've tried everything. So let us know if you do or you've done monograms before, and like if that's one of the services you offer. So I'm talking about Projectogram. Oh, here we go. Drizzy's in the house too.
Hey, Drizzy, what's up, man? Thank you for
what's up. So okay, so it sounds like Drizzy does have some. I don't remember. Maybe I gotta go back and look at probably in one of his gig logs. But he says you can shoot it from the side and mess with the orientation on the projector. It will look flat and normal, not like you're shooting it from the side. Nice. Yeah, that's good to know. So that's the thing. I started researching, and basically what you need is the projector that you buy like has to have these certain features to be able to do a monogram well. So one of them is exactly what Drizzy put, is that the feature is called vertical and horizontal keystone. So all projectors don't have that feature. You have to make sure if you're buying a projector, it has vertical and horizontal keystone, and that will let you move the monogram around even if you shoot it off from one side or the other.
You can have the monogram crooked, like the actual machine crooked, but with the keystones, you can make it it looks straight, like
exactly
straight. So yeah,
exactly. So yeah, that's that feature. The other feature you have to look at is the brightness. Before I say that, let me hit these comments. So Chinchillin said how to price, package, and profit, and safety, because safety is most important when it comes to drunk guests. 100%, bro. And like that's what I was thinking about the monogram too. Is like if you have a projector up, high up on a stand or something, you got to make sure it's secure on there. Otherwise, someone will come by and knock it over.
A lot of people use flex stands, and I don't know how like safe, like if it's like 100% safe.
I'm gonna show. They have Projectogram is like, if you have any questions, this website is actually really good. It has the stand. It recommends projectors and stuff too. So it's actually a really good website. And Smiley said, "Nah, I don't." Oh, okay, so Smiley hasn't done monograms. I want to give it a try though. They look dope. Many clients also doing the dance floor wrap with initials and design. Yeah, I've seen that, like especially like really high end events, doing like the wrap with the initials. I haven't done it. Have you done that before, Diego?
No,
Yeah.
I've only done monogram, photo booth, dancing on the clouds, and only uplights. But I don't consider uplight, at least for me, uplights are not an upcharge. I don't consider, because it's just part of my package. And without lights, without uplights, your venue doesn't look good. Like, at the end of the day, you want your business to look good, and you want to make the event look good. And that's why we have those packages, because at the end of the day, like the middle package is the one that
You
mostly
want
everyone,
everyone to book.
and it benefits them because of the outcome and the outlook of everything is nice, and it benefits you because you're using all majority of your stuff, and you get to show what you can do with everything that you provide.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
that's why I like I said before, like I like the package option because it's like if you just make a package with uplights in it, like okay, you can have a basic package maybe, but like, you don't want people to book it. It's just like just speakers and I don't know, whatever, 3 hours or something. Then you can say a middle package, uplights, dance for lighting. So obviously they want lighting, like dance for lighting, uplights. So you can put all that in one, and
so
that makes it a lot easier.
even for my basic package, I still take lights, because without lights, people are not gonna dance. One because the place is gonna be it's not gonna be dark. If there's no lights, they have to have the lights on, and that's like
Mhm.
a mood killer to dance.
Yeah.
And two, it's just something in your brain that once you see DJ lights or like any type of lights that are moving, or those um uh, Amazon lights, the little jellyfish looking light that
Yeah.
goes around like this, like just any type of light, it'll make you want to dance because the lights are turned off, and
Yeah.
then you can party. But if you don't have lights, it's really, really, unless it's a wedding, and then that's very like weird. That's about lights on a wedding. Um, it's it's just not gonna work. So lights are to me, lights are a must, and it's part of the packages. I don't see it as an add-on.
Yeah.
You
That's
need to have it.
100%. Like uplight, a lighting. I think the biggest thing is that it allows you to turn the lights in the venue off. Because if the lights are on in the venue,
Exactly.
people aren't gonna dance. So Smiley
Yeah,
says, yeah, 100%. Uplights are already included with us. So Smiley does the same thing. And Buddy's
yeah.
in the house. What's up,
Hey,
Buddy?
buddy, what's up, man?
So yeah, we were just talking about these projectors and other add-ons. But I wanted to show you guys this too. Yeah, basically you have to mount the projector on something, and ideally you can mount it on a flex stand or
Mhm.
just even on a regular speaker stand like this. Because Projectogram, they sell this.
Converter,
Yeah,
like
basically it allows you to like screw on the projector onto this, and then this goes on top of your flex stand or your speaker stand, and then you can get it up, really high up in the air, and then see it has this like mechanism that goes on the bottom of the projector. So I didn't buy this yet because this thing's $134, and I was like, if I never do a monogram again, I don't want
yeah.
to buy this thing. So, but I would buy this thing. This makes it a lot easier, and look at like just goes on top of your. You can even just do it on a speaker stand if you don't have a flex stand.
And
So
that's another thing. Just because, and keep this in mind, guys. Just because you're getting asked one time to do this effect or special effect, if you can rent it, because you don't know, you need to have the amount of business for this to make the executive decision to purchase
mhm.
all of this stuff, because it's not cheap. And if you're only gonna do it once, like the crazy one, so like for instance, like just to move aside, excuse me, just to move aside from the monogram, like the dancing on the cloud machine, I was not willing to spend 1,700 on a machine, because I didn't have the need for it, and two, I really didn't use that at all. So, but once I did it one time, and then I put it on my video, there's a lot of people that liked it, and they kept asking for it. So I was like, oh, okay. So now there's a need for me to get this machine. So I bought it
Yeah.
from my friend, because he had it and he didn't want it. So I was like, I'll buy it. So I bought it, and now look, and I want to say in 3 events I paid it off in 3 events. So it's again, you need to have the need. Yeah, it's nice to have a whole bunch of like things in your toolbox that you can upsell and whatever, but um, you want to make sure first that there's a need, a need.
Yeah, or at least that like you can at least like sell it too, because it's like let me like Buddy, actually Buddy, let me hit this comment real quick. Buddy says I have that from them, works great. So he says he has this. So Buddy does monograms too. That's cool. He said he does gobos all the time. He starts at 250. Okay, so that's kind of like the price that you were saying too,
That's what I said, 250.
Diego. And then I put a few specs in there for a projector. We can go back to those. Those are just so that people see what specs you need for like the minimum specs for your projector you should have. Chinchillin says the reason I don't buy too much equipment is reason. Okay, hold on. The reason why I don't buy too much equipment is decoration. And by the way, some venues don't want to see you stick up things on the ceiling. Yeah, I mean, I think he's trying to say.
What's it called? The projector would never be on the ceiling. It's just really high up though, with the stick.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, you don't have to. I think I totally get it. Like they don't have to.
Oh, unless you got the easy gobo one. You know the little one that is like magnetic that you can point it up and then face it down from a.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that.
There's one that's called EZ Govo machine, whatever. It's very little, and it's magnetic. So majority of the venues sometimes have the metal and then the little foam squares as like ceilings. But you can put the
there.
Govo there and then project it to the dance floor. So
I haven't seen that. Yeah, I was like, I think the best, like if you look at like, I don't know how those look, but like then like if you want a bright, like I was thinking with a projector, if you buy a nice projector, you can get like a really bright image, and then you can. But yeah, that sounds super easy. Like I don't know how bright it is like that, but that's super easy. You can just magnetically hang it up on the ceiling. And then Buddy said just picked up 2 more Astera sticks today. Now I have 8. Dang. That's like buying two more cars right there.
He's balling.
That's good, man. Those are super bright. They look nice. Smiley says we started promoting our cloud machine before we bought it. It was basically paid off by the time we used it the first time. That's awesome, man. Smiley's good at I think he's good at the upselling stuff. We're not good at upselling or like the marketing, but that's the thing. Like if there's something that like clients want and you can like start selling it or start offering it and kind of have, as long as there's like a demand for it, like even if you don't have it booked, like you don't have to have it physically booked before you buy. But if you're like, okay, I've heard on YouTube, I've seen other people in my area, like this is something I know people are interested in. So if I ask them, like they might take you up on it. But yeah, you obviously want to make sure there's a need for something before you just buy some random thing.
Smiley, how much do you charge to rent the machine, the dancing on the cloud machine? Because I want to know. I'm looking into possibly renting my machine too if people want to use it, but I don't know how much to charge. And since you're in the East Coast like me, you're pretty close to me actually, because you're in North Carolina.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, let me know. I wanna know
if you just rent it out. And Smiley says, yeah, promote it even if you don't have it. We do the same 360 and photo booth. Yeah, so that's the thing. If you're gonna get something, then you promote it. Don't be like Diego with his 360 booth.
Yes, please don't be like me. Don't get something and don't promote it. Promote it. Dang.
And then Buddy says auto keystone helps. Yeah, so that's another advanced feature. So if your projector has auto keystone, then you don't have to manually do the vertical and horizontal. But you make sure it can at least do vertical and horizontal, because some of them can only do vertical, and then you'll be stuck if you do it to the side.
Yeah, you're limited. You're limited to how you can maneuver the machine itself.
So you got to make sure it has that. Then Buddy has an Epson. That's a good brand. It was $1,400. B&H has them. Yeah, I mean that's I'm sure that's a good projector. I'm curious. Do you know the model number, Buddy? Then I can look it up and put it up here. because basically these guys they actually recommend projectors, and they sell projectors on here too. So let me see.
They're
Here. Oh
definitely
yeah.
recommenders.
So they Projectogram sells this projector. It's this what is this thing? In focus projector, and the stand for 1,000. And this is like, they recommend this as like a good starter projector with good 5,000 lumens.
A thousand for a starter projector.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
dang.
Thousand, but it includes a stand, which is $134 value as well. So you get a solid projector that they recommend, works specifically for DJ monograms, and then also you get the stand. I mean the adapter as well, which is 134. So, but yeah, 1,400. I wonder what we can look up the specs on that projector. But you need to buy a projector with those specs that I typed above earlier. Those are the minimum kind of things you should look for. And then Smiley said we charge $500 for it. Oh. Damn.
Wait, what?
For the Dancing on the Cloud.
To rent it?
And he said we have ADJ on tour ice. So yeah, what about renting like to another DJ? Do you also charge 500? And then Smiley said, and 450 for Force Cold Sparklers. Yeah. So yeah, same thing with that. Is that like if a DJ wants it, would you charge them the same, or is that like
your Dancing on the Cloud is it's more expensive than your 4 cold sparklers?
Hey, I think he sells it though.
I know. I'm just saying. I would think that the cold sparklers are more, like, will be more. At least 4. I think it'll be like a 650 for 4 cold sparklers. Like for me,
I don't know, because I mean the thing with the dry ice is like you need a second person though, right?
Oh, you can do it yourself.
Oh, you can do it yourself.
Yeah, I mean if the song is long enough, you can do it yourself.
I've always thought like I was like I need a second person because then I need to like run around on the dance floor.
You can do it yourself. The reason why I always take somebody with me to do it because I don't want to deal with it. I just want to deal with the music. Pee-wee can deal the MCing part, and then the other person is on the camera doing the ice or whatever we need help with. So that's usually why I take like 3 people with me, like Pee-wee and somebody else, just so it can make it easier for me. I mean,
yeah, it's definitely. I feel like so maybe you can do it yourself, but then it's like
because there are events that I've done it myself, like Pee-wee's MCing and whatever, and then I just do it myself. I play the song and then I do the ice the Dancing on the Cloud thing. So you can do it yourself, but it's just an easier peace of mind, the fact that I'm not doing it. I have somebody else doing it while I'm just controlling my. I don't know. Look, for example, like this is an example. If let's say I play the song, right, the first dance song, and then I go and do the ice thing, and then the music stops. Until from the dance floor to my booth, it might take me a minute and then figure out what the hell is wrong with it, what's going on. So it's easier for me to just be right there present at the booth, and then just have one of my friends do it. Plus, like one they get to enjoy a party and get paid for it. So
yeah, that makes sense. Let me hit these comments. We got a few, and we got someone new in there. So Chinchillin says, and plus we were purchasing ArtFox LED screens soon, but the problem is it's going to be expensive because of shipping. Oh yeah, dude, for sure.
I was looking at ArtFox lights because they look nice. They're huge, but it was so expensive.
Yeah, and even if you're buying the LED screen, that's legit. Like you need a lot of that'll be huge shipping. Those are heavy and bulky too. And then Smiley says, "Sheesh, yeah, we haven't had anyone ask us for monogram." Yeah, that's the thing. I've never had anyone ask for a monogram until this recently, so that's when I started looking into it. And then Buddy gave us the model. Okay, cool. I have that pulled up, so once we get through some of these comments, I can pull that up to show the Buddy's projector. And then we got North Georgia Wedding and Events. Welcome. This is first time. Welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for stopping by. He said that's crazy low on cold sparklers. Do you have pyro insurance? Okay, so I think one thing is Smiley said that price I think is for. He said this here. He said for the dry ice it's the same price for DJs because he has to go run them. But maybe the cold sparklers are the
Oh,
cold sparklers cheaper because you're just renting them out and you don't have to go send somebody? Is that maybe that's what it is? Or is that also your cold sparkler price for clients?
but
And
Smiley, wouldn't you feel more? Wouldn't you feel like more like with the peace of mind going to going because of the sparklers and not because of dancing on the cloud? Like, really, what can the dancing on the cloud really affect? Like,
well,
like
maybe I think he means that the DJ that's buying it doesn't know how to do they drop the ice and then charge it up like heat it up and stuff. Like they don't know how to do all that. Get to
bro,
turn the AC off, all that stuff.
you plug the damn machine on, let it warm up by itself. It tells you there's a green light. Once you see the green light, it's ready to go. You
Hey,
put
bro,
the,
it sounds like you got to rent out your Dancing on the Clouds. Then it sounds like you're ready to do that. Then you got to figure it out.
I mean, yeah, I don't see that being I don't see that being difficult. Like the dancing on the cloud. Now, the sparklers, that to me, it's maybe, I don't know if it's difficult, but it's like nerve wracking. Why? Because it's a pyro or whatever. It's a cold spark, but still somewhat a pyro. And if the machine gets stuck or whatever, like the DJ is not gonna go and try to figure out what's not working. Like you gotta keep doing your thing. So that's where
I think it's probably because you don't know sparklers because you have the dry ice, so that seems comfortable to you. But like
yeah,
sparklers is like you haven't done it before, so maybe if you try it, then you're like, oh, this isn't that bad. I could show somebody how to do this.
yeah.
But okay, so
Well, I need
North Georgia weddings and
Philly,
events.
bro.
He said we charge $12.95 for cold sparks. Wow, and we have a package of 8 for $19.95. Damn, if you make that much, that's legit. Then we should get on the cold. I don't have cold sparks. I don't really sell them either because I don't have them. But that's legit. That's a legit price,
But you
man.
need a license for that, right? Or no?
Probably. I don't
Like
know. I've
insurance
never.
license or something?
So he asked earlier if you have pyro insurance. So maybe you have to buy special fire insurance because I know the DJ like regular DJ insurance doesn't cover pyro stuff.
Okay.
It says a decent price for cold sparks here, especially usually just for the first dance. Also, I also have battery packs. Nice. So he's got the battery packs for the cold sparks and runs them with sound switch. That's legit, man. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you know the pricing there better, but it sounds like maybe you have battery packs and stuff. Like maybe you could even get a few extra bucks for your cold sparks. And Buddy says, Diego, are you cold? Are you feeling a little chilly? You got the hoodie on?
Oh, so
Oh,
the
that's Sean. That is Sean.
weddings
So
and events. That's Sean.
North Georgia is Sean. What's up, Sean? Thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah, thank you, Sean. Appreciate you, man.
And Smiley said, yeah, bro, you'd be surprised, lol. But we have Cloud and Sparklers rented on the same day at different events. My friend ran Sparklers with sound switch on a tablet, and I run Cloud machine. Hey, that's nice, man. Because
Yeah, see, that's even if you now even more so when you add sound switch into your sparklers to control them. Yeah, you need you need a person that knows what they're doing. So
but some of those, I don't know about, it depends on your brand, but some of them have that like remote with
yeah,
the light. I mean, with the button, and then you could turn them on that way too. But I don't
how
know what
reliable
brands.
is that damn remote? They're RF, they're not UF. So I don't know how reliable that remote would be.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's the thing. I don't
Sound
know
switch
about.
is more reliable.
Maybe we got to do an episode on sparklers because I think that's probably it seems like it's the more popular add-on to talk about.
Yeah, I was also looking into that. I was looking into the both lighting ones, but then I was like, I don't know if I want to get those.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to be careful. So Sean says it depends on the state if you need a license, but everyone should have pyro insurance who operates it. Yeah. So yeah, hey, there's a pyro insurance out there, so you gotta get that, and a lot of venues are strict on the on sparklers in general. Like I remember when I used to live in New York, they'd only allow Chauvin. They'd ask you what brand are your sparklers, or or then some of them would be like, you need a fire marshal on site with the sparklers, like, you know. Like,
Oh yeah, in New York, yeah, they like some venues only allowed Chauvin sparklers.
yeah.
That's
So it's
crazy.
like yeah, I'm not doing all that. It's okay. Chinchilton says you have to be careful with cold sparklers because sometimes they can trigger smoke alarm or set off trigger fire sprinklers. Hell yeah, bro. That would be scary. That would suck, dude. If you have your sparklers and the sprinklers go off, that'd be
Right?
horrible.
That'd be really bad.
That's why you got to make sure, like, you know, it doesn't happen. So, you know, you gotta know, or you have a brand that you've tested it out at home, and you know it doesn't like smoke or anything like that. That's why I don't know. That's why I haven't gotten the sparklers. I was like, monograms seemed easy enough. That's like, all right, you just turn on, you know, you just go and turn on a projector. But that's why I haven't looked into sparklers or anything. Smiley says the remote sucks though. It will shoot nice one, second time it will glitch, but with sound switch every time is perfect on cold sparklers. Hey, that's another pro of sound switch, man. You got us. I think, yeah, Smiley got us to switch to sound switch, right? Because he was saying we used to be between the Wolf Mix and sound switch, and he's like, yo, sound switch is way better than Wolf Mix, and we both tried it, and we both love sound switch now.
Yeah, and so I'm telling you, so much of it. And I have a story for you guys. I'm trying to make I'm making a video of the wedding that I did last week, this Saturday. That oh my god, it was it was something else. So I'm trying to make a video about it, but I also want to talk about it because, you know, we always show the good stuff. We don't show like the mess ups and the fuck ups that we have. So I want to show that. I messed up a couple things. So
you gotta tell us now. Well, you gotta give us you look give us a cliffhanger.
Hey,
you want us to wait for the gig log?
Stay tuned.
He says run up the views on the gig log then. All right, we'll see. So yeah, catch Diego's next gig log to see what happened.
Yeah,
it's a cliffhanger. All right, Buddy says for me that's $2,300 a year for insurance. If I did them, I would have it. Yeah, I think your regular insurance is that much too, right? That's what we were talking about last week. But if pyro is that much on top of that, that's a lot. So then you got if the insurance costs that much for the pyro insurance, then you have to you got to make sure you're selling it. You can't just buy it and then not tell anyone about it.
Yeah.
Smiley says out here venues will shut off the alarm for a certain time for the first dance. Ooh, that's hey, that works.
But but with sparklers they will have to shut it off like every time for the whole night because you're running it constantly.
Yeah. If you run it beyond the first dance, but I think Smiley was saying he usually does this first dance anyways. So, all right, Buddy says not sprinklers. You need to melt the plug to pop ahead. If you bang on that will pop one, not fun. Okay, so he's saying you're probably okay with the sparklers for like the sprinklers coming on, but because that one you have to melt the actual whatever glass or plastic is around it. Okay, so yeah, it's fire. So $2,300 a year is the fire insurance itself. So yeah, if you're paying $2,300 a year for to just have sparklers, then yeah, you better be charging that amount that Sean was charging for if you got the insurance. Because like that's a lot to spend for just to be able to run sparklers at some of your events, you know.
Sean, how much do you pay for that, for like that insurance? Because
Yeah,
I guess it's a separate insurance than the regular one that you already have.
Sean's is I guess in North Georgia, so it might be different than Illinois. Might be more I don't know what's the word, like more strict about it than Georgia. But yeah, let me show Buddy's projector up here.
Bro.
So this is the one that Buddy has. So 250U. So this one is 5,000 lumens. So that's really good. That's the one I was saying is like 5,000 should be the goal at least. But 3,000 is like the bare minimum. But 5,000 is like, all right, this is a solid brightness. That's the brightness. And then he has a auto screen fit. So that's cool. That's like the auto what do you call it? Forgot. Auto keystone, yeah. And then he's got this is the other thing you want to look at is 15,000 to 1 contrast ratio. So that when you have a higher contrast ratio, it makes it so that your monogram doesn't have that gray box around it. You know.
Yeah.
So
It
if you don't want to see
has
that
to
gray
be rough.
box, if you want to see that gray box, you need a higher contrast ratio.
Yeah, so that's a good one.
That one checks all the boxes. See, so it says automatic or vertical and horizontal keystone correction.
Yeah.
So you don't need automatic. Automatic obviously makes your life so much easier because you just pop it up there and it'll like do it automatically.
Does it, yeah.
But you can buy, as long as you have a manual, both vertical and horizontal, then you'd be all set. So yeah, that's a really good one though. So if you don't want to, another one, if you don't want to think about it, like this works, Buddy vouches for it. You can get this Epson 2250U, or if you want to get the projectogram one, it's that one's available on their website as well.
I wonder how much that is.
Buddy's is 1,500 basically.
1,500, okay.
And then the projectogram one is 1,000 with the stand attached.
So Sean's insurance for Pyro 6,000.
Damn. That's crazy. All right, so that makes sense where that price is coming from. Because shit, if you're paying at 6,000 for the insurance, then it's like you better have a lot of events with the Sparks, and then 2, you better be charging for the Sparks.
Now we know why Smiley's cheap.
Smiley says no comment.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
a lot of freaking money.
That's a lot of money.
That's like 2.
If you're running a full time, if you're full time and you're doing the business and you have like back-to-back events like Sean does and Buddy does, then I guess it makes sense. It makes sense that you pay and you're protected with all the things that you're.
Well, that's like buying 2 44 G2s every year.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then Buddy says it's an add-on. The fire insurance is an add-on. And then Sean says ours is specifically for close proximity fireworks. Huh.
What does that mean? I don't know.
It's probably what sparklers probably qualify as close proximity fireworks.
Oh, okay.
And then let's see. We did Cold Sparks and Dancing on a Cloud. The venue DJ Joe Bunn has been to also. They told us cold sparklers only outside. The bride and coordinator didn't relay info to the DJ. Oh. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember Joe Bunn saying something about a venue that only allows the sparklers to be, fired outside. So that's
that's the thing. You gotta like coordinate all this stuff with them because they'll you never know what their policies are. Yeah. Everyone has a different.
Talking about policy with venues and stuff. So we did an event. I don't know if you remember the one that it was like Christian and then there was no dancing allowed or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It was a nice venue. So they purchased the Dancing on the Cloud. But then when I got to the venue, because they had a wedding coordinator.
Oh, yeah, you're saying.
I got to the venue, the first thing that the owner, I don't know the owner, but the lady that ran the place, she was like, okay, no special effects, no Dancing on the Cloud, no nothing. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, all right, fine. So I went up to the the coordinator, and I was like, look, they said no Dancing on the Cloud, so we can't do it. And she was like, oh no, like I didn't know, why not? And I was like, I don't know, you gotta talk to them. That's something that you should have already known, and then you should have told me that because your clients wanted this.
Yeah.
And then so
that's all that stuff. I don't know, monogram. I don't know if you need special insurance for the monogram. I think it's probably included with your DJ insurance, hopefully.
it's another light, so I don't think so.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a lighting fixture, basically.
Yeah.
Right. Chin Chillin says, I'm from Tennessee. Okay, so Chin's from Tennessee, so he's kind of neighbors. You guys, I mean, Tennessee and Georgia are kind of similar. I don't know. I gotta look at the map. But pretty sure some venues here do accept sparklers and some of them don't accept them. Yeah, it's really venue dependent.
Yeah.
Smiley says we did the Cloud and did an exit with cold sparks outside, but charged more because we had to stay till the end of the party to do it. Hey, nice, man. That's the thing. If you extra work, me and Diego, we're pushovers. We're just like, oh yeah, okay, we'll move it outside for free.
Man, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Me too. But I said me and you, bro. And then Sean says, I'll be fully licensed for all pyro this coming summer. Wow. Hey, then you can do those fire cannons.
What about like the CO2s? Do you need a license for that too?
Good question. That's a good question.
Is it
Yeah.
considered like any type of like?
Do you need do you need it for that?
hygiene?
When I said sheesh, yeah, I think he's talking about the insurance.
I don't know if you guys can answer that for us. Do you need a license for that to carry tanks? The can.
Yeah, the CO2.
CO2?
That's a big. I feel like that's a bigger risk, because it's like that. If that thing falls over, it can become a rocket. If the top breaks off, it could fly off and literally kill someone.
Okay.
For that price, 2K makes sense for sure. Yeah. Hey, Smiley, or maybe you can just if people aren't asking you, just you can increase the price, especially for other DJs.
Yeah.
Buddy says cheaper than a lawsuit. Yep, that's true. If something does go wrong with your sparklers.
The neighbors, they're close.
Yeah, they're
States
close.
close.
Tennessee and North Carolina technically require a pyro license for sparks, no license for CO2. Oh, interesting. So you don't need a license for CO2. So does anyone here? Any of you guys do CO2 cannons? I don't know if it's
Smiley. I know Smiley. I saw Smiley's post. I think he does.
I haven't done it either because I'm like it just seems too complicated,
It's honestly, it's not that I've worked with people that do hora locas, and I've seen how they do it. It doesn't look complicated. One time, the guy the guy that does it, his gun got stuck. The pressure got stuck. So he was having a really difficult time like fixing it, but he had to play the music too. So I was like, I saw him like sweating. He was so stressed out because he couldn't do it. And then I was like, hey,
then you're like,
let me.
You saw.
I got you. Just tell me what songs do you want, and then I'll play. So he was like, oh yeah, just play. Can you play Bunny this and this? And then I was like, I got you. So I started DJing while he was like fixing it. So I helped him out, and he was more calm. Because I'm telling you, bro, he was sweating bullets.
That's my biggest fear. Like getting all these things that you have to do while DJing. It's like if it doesn't work and it's just you, then
it's not gonna be just you. If you're running like CO2s and
so you have to have someone else.
You need someone else. I think you need someone else.
Says the biggest risk of CO2 is gassing people. That's what I see videos where people are like spraying it right on someone's face and they're going like this, and then there's like inhaling the CO2.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Smiley does, Smiley does the CO2 tanks. Of course. Chin Chun said, did Bar just purchase sparkler guns on his video? Oh, did he make a new video, or is that maybe an old video? I haven't seen a new one from him, but I've seen those guns on Chauvin's website. Actually, I think we were looking at them.
I seen it on what's his name, Solstice videos.
Oh, he has sparkler gun.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
No, not the sparkler guns. No, he has like the CO2 guns with lights.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sean says we do. Okay, so Sean does CO2 cannons too. Nice, man.
Both lighting has the gun too.
Yeah, but it's a CO2 gun, but with lights in it, right? That's what you mean? Yeah. So Sean does that. I think Sean does everything too. Smiley says, nah, it's simple for sure. Okay. So it's simple, but you need a second person though, at least. So I'm having a custom case built for the tank so it stays there at all times. That's smart. Because I think the law is like it needs to be in some kind of a it's not a container, but it's like a frame that it stands like straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't just bring the tanks alone, because if that tips over, then it becomes a missile basically. And Buddy says people have passed out for it. Not good.
Damn, that's crazy.
I haven't seen that. That would suck though. Like you're doing it and someone passes out on the dance floor because of the tank. Right? Yeah.
Let me see what other ones. So we talked about monograms. We talked about CO2 cannons.
You're talking about sparklers.
Sparklers. How about TVs? Have you guys
TVs/screens too?
What do you guys think about TVs and screens? Is it worth it? Because I've only gotten asked for that twice, and to me, I feel like it's stupid to have TVs. I think TVs are getting outdated. Like
unless you have like maybe those Humpter, those Toadmatic booth. Like if it's already built into your booth, like okay, that's one thing. But like I think mounting TVs on the trusses is getting a little like outdated now. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Anyway, that's the other thing. If you buy a projector, like you can shoot videos on it too, like onto the wall if you want. So it's like if you're not selling the monogram, because the main cost is the cost of the projector for monogram. So if you buy a projector for monograms, you can also then show a slideshow or show pictures with a projector if you don't want to have the TV if the client wants that too. So I guess that's another application for the projector if you're thinking about an investment perspective.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Smiley says, I've ordered a 20 by 20 white dance floor for $3K. What? Oh, no, so you wait on top of the LED dance floor? That's wild, man. Smiley making big moves, dude. I'm gonna be renting it out individually and having a few people set it up when I can't do it. Wow. So now you got the LED dance floor, right? And then now you got the white dance floor on top of that. So damn, bro. Congrats, man.
Next should be the mirror dance floor. Dude, that one's fire.
Well, that's what we're talking about. It's like I don't even know if you've like he was saying, like he's like right at the point in the beginning we're like, oh, make sure you book it first. But Smiley's doing the opposite. You get it and then like you create a demand for it and get people, sell it after you got it, make the money back. 3K is that's no small investment. So
no, hell no.
Chinchillin says, good thing I have 4 events coming up soon so I can purchase 2 ArtFox LED screens. Let me look that up, dude. I need to look up ArtFox LED screens. But
I don't know about the LED screens. I know ArtFox moving heads.
The brand.
I know the brand.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the ArtFox.
ArtFox is really big in the Mexican community.
Oh, got it.
Mexican DJs, it's very well known.
That's like their boat lighting.
Kind of, yeah. But it's fire, man. It's expensive. But
yeah, so here's the ArtFox website, and okay, so so they're LED panels. So how many panels are you buying? Not Smiley, Chin. Because I don't know if you just buy a couple panels, like you could put something on it, but then how big are these? 5. Wow, they're 30 pounds each.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 8 in there. So there's 8 screens, little screens in there. It looks like 8 to me.
But then you can also connect them together and then like
you can make it wider and bigger. So
use it a big screen. So that's a legit. That's a big like the problem for me with this stuff is then you need to like have a big work van or like a box truck or something to transport this big stuff in. But
even with the CO2. You need like a truck for that because they're empty.
True, exactly.
So that's another investment.
That's why monogram. I was like, oh, monogram. Okay, I could do that. I already have a stand. I just had to buy a tiny projector. It's like 10 pounds, so it's more doable. So if you're thinking like footprint wise, then buying the monogram might be good for. Obviously, you could do all of it, right? There's nothing, but if you're thinking small footprint add-ons. And Smiley says we've only been asked for TVs once. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's a good.
I got asked twice, and it's usually for quinceañeras that they wanted them TVs.
I guess they want a slideshow or something, right?
Yeah, they want either a slideshow or they just want like her picture on the TVs.
Well, dude, that's the thing. So that's what I'm saying. If you get the projector as an option, you could do monogram with it, and then you could also be like, all right, yeah, I can project this slideshow of her up onto the wall. Mm. I don't want to do a screen because screens then I was like, that's annoying. You bring a big ass screen, then you need a truck and stuff. But if you just do a white wall, put it up there.
Imagine if you get a TVs, then you need a different computer. Mm-hmm. You need to buy the HDMI extender, the adapter.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too much.
Yeah. That's the other thing I was gonna show. Hold on, let me show you guys this. 1 second.
And while you're doing that, Buddy says that carbon dioxide, CO2, can display oxygen, a process known as asphyxiation, because CO2 is heavier than air and it tends to settle in low-lying areas, pushing out.
Buddy, the scientist.
In other words, it can kill you.
In other words, it can kill you. So you're shooting toxic gas at people on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they feel cooled down because they feel all like lightheaded after the CO2 tank.
I have
And
I
then
have
Buddy
my mom
says
put a TV on and I charge $500 for it.
500.
Is that what's it called? The Mesa 2? I think that's what it's called. Mesa 2, where it's like made out of metal and then there's like a TV and you can put the TV in the front. But I feel like it's nice, but it's like big and the TV sits too like low. Like it's not up, it's part of the facade basically.
Yeah.
So
Chinchillin says, yeah, that's the one. He's talking about the LED screens. 2 screens, that's it. Okay, so he's just buying 2 screens. And then, hey, if you like them, you can buy more screens and then create like puzzles, create a puzzle screen. Smiley says, since we also have tents, tables, chairs, bouncing. Wow, you have all that too? Did we know that? I don't think we knew that.
no, I don't think we knew that.
You got everything, man.
Oh, all I know though is Smiley's trying to be like a one-stop shop, and he's getting there.
That's what we say. Rick Webb, watch out, he's coming for you.
He's getting there.
We got both lighting Latino. Or wherever you're from. I was gonna say Mexico, but I'm not trying to be racist. I don't know where Smiley's from. So you got both lighting Latino because they're both lighting USA. That was supposed to be the joke. Buddy says, I have seen what some of the DJs do for setup. I would not want their setup near me. Unsafe. The panels are top heavy. I think he means like when people have the LED screen set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch out because you don't want that thing falling face first.
Yeah.
Smiley says, yeah, bro, we charge $150 to create the slideshow. Damn. Have you ever charged for the slideshow?
No.
But you don't make it. You play the one that they give you, right?
No, I never done it. I don't do TVs. I tell them.
Oh
no,
yeah, okay. You never. Yeah, okay. So you never played the slideshow.
Yeah, no, I think it's dumb. It's a waste of. I don't know. I just don't.
Buddy says, Smiley, you need to charge more. You put out some fires with CO2. Yeah, okay. He's talking about CO2 then. Smiley says, you're right, buddy. I just know many people won't pay more for $150 for a slideshow. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like if making a slideshow, like I don't know what the price is for that. Like it's like whatever it is, it's like
it's time consuming. I'll tell you that because I make a lot of slideshows, for everything, and it's time consuming. And bro, it's not that it's not. I don't want to say it's hard because it's not hard, but it takes a lot of time and patience to get it done.
And then Buddy says, then they can do it. Yeah, I mean, that's true. You can also outsource it. So like these websites like Fiverr, and then what are those like you can send them the pictures and they can turn a slideshow out of it too.
Yeah.
So we send the slideshow. Okay, so this is like Smiley's business for making mixes too. He makes slideshows and sends them to people.
Smiley, do you have a template to like go based on, or you just get pictures and just put them in there, or do you have a template that you like created or something? Like, how do you get the idea? How do you get the idea for a slideshow, or is it just like a picture is full screen and then to the next picture and to the next picture, or do you have like a background? Like you can get very complex when it comes to slideshows,
right?
Or you just do the bare minimum, which is like one picture, full screen, covered the whole background, and then you go to the next picture.
Wait, I don't know what would ChatGPT can make. Could the AI make slideshows now? I feel like maybe even AI could do it.
Probably.
And then Sean says, Smiley, we travel to North Carolina a lot. There's some deep pockets in the area. I just have to find them. Oh, I'm sure, dude, because North Carolina, you already got, I mean, even just from YouTube, Joe Bunn's there, Rick Webb is there. So, and I see that like the one events Joe Bunn does are legit.
Yeah, because they're white.
That's true. Hey, we're selling to different clientele here. Different. You gotta find the Latinos with the deeper pockets in North Carolina. I don't know if they're out there though.
Now let's talk about one of like the one that is like one of the biggest one, photo booths. Right now, photo booths are still a thing, are still like one of the most easy add-on that you can do. A lot of people like it, and there's different types of photo booth. There is the standard photo booth, then they have the mirror photo booth, and we have the 360 photo booth. Whole bunch of like different photo booth that works. I have the 360 photo booth, and again, I don't promote it because I don't really care for it that much, but it's good when it goes out. People like it. It's fun, and
yeah, that's one of the things I need to get into is
but that those require someone else to be there.
yeah.
The 360 requires someone else to be there. Now, a regular photo booth, a standalone photo booth, it does not require a person. You can do it. You can just set it and forget about it, and they'll take pictures and whatever. But a 360, it does require someone else to be there present to make sure that everything goes right. And what do you think about photo booth? Have you been looking into either or source?
Yeah, I've looked into it too. My thing is like I want a photo booth that I can operate on my own because again I don't have like people here that I can, But that's the thing. Like something like the salsa photo booth, or actually, hey, oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Now this I won't talk about that. This is for the projector, but let me didn't you we got that was from Sean, right? Yeah, here we go. This thing.
So for anyone that is looking to get a photo booth, a standalone, like set it and forget it, Sean got this, and it's running on a special actually, and it is $16.99, and you can see it's built to order, ships to the whole USA. If you want it, you have a 12-month warranty, free roll case. That's a good one because not a lot of companies are willing to give you a free roll case for this what's it called, photo booth, and and then the tools to assemble the machine, which I believe it's not too much. It's not difficult to assemble. I've seen a whole bunch of this type of photo booth, and this one looks really nice actually.
Yeah, so Sean's actually in the chat right now. So if you guys have any questions, you can ask him. But yeah, this is honestly, it looks nice and sleek because it looks. I mean, I'm not trying to like this is my first time seeing this one, but it reminds me of the salsa booth, but way cheaper. Way cheaper price wise. I'm gonna skip ahead to this comment from Smiley because Smiley, we know Smiley got one off of eBay, the $500 photo booth, and it goes out often. So there are other options out there. I don't know how they always look. Like, I've seen different photo booths that, aesthetically how it looks and how easy it is to set up and break down. But yeah, Sean, if you have any like videos or anything with these, with your photo booth, we'd love to check it out because yeah, it looks tool-free, free road case. And then it basically looks like a salsa booth, but way cheaper. I mean, if someone that's looking at the salsa booth, if they saw this, it'd be a much better buy. And obviously there are other cheaper options out there. If you want to check out on eBay, that's where Smiley got his, and it sounds like he likes his as well.
Now, yeah, another thing with the salsa booth is that you're required to have their app.
Yeah,
it has to work with the app, and this one, I believe it doesn't need that. You can use whatever app you want. So
yeah, it seems like you just put an iPad in the middle. And the Smiley said that too. Salsa booth, you need $1,000 app to turn on the ring light. Yeah, so you don't. I don't think it doesn't. Sean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you need to use a specific app with this one. But maybe you can clarify. Let me just hit these other comments we kind of skipped earlier. So Chin Chun says we use Microsoft to edit. So talking about the slideshow. And then Smiley says we custom make them based on the theme and color. We ask for the invitation, 4 to 5 minutes, up to 50 pictures. Oh wow! So Sounds pretty involved, like slideshow, you know?
4 to 5 minutes.
50 pictures and then like based
That's
on
it?
the theme and stuff. So
Yo, Smiley, you gotta show me how to do that, man, in 4 minutes. I need help.
no. I think he makes it that it's 4 to 5 minutes long. It doesn't take
Oh,
him that long.
I'm about to say he took 4 to 5 minutes to do the slides, bro.
It
Show me how to do
probably takes longer than that. Buddy said Smiley's gonna have an only slides channel. Smiley says, yeah, we linked up with the venue here now also. Nice, man, dude. You're doing great, man.
it. You're doing big, bro.
you got all the connections and then everything that they need for a party. Chinchillin says, I'm from East Tennessee, so we're close to North Carolina. Hey, there you go. All three of you guys are all in the same area. Sean says photo booths are easy money. Yup.
Yep.
And then we said that. They're easy to customize it photo booth. Yeah, there's a lot of different types of photo booths out there, you know, like even on Amazon, there's some photo booths, eBay. We talked about that. Yep, no tools needed. That's really nice. And then Sean says, yep, ours takes 5 minutes, no tools.
Okay.
Use any app of your choice. That's huge. That's
Yep.
huge too, because
That's definitely a big one.
and then you're not stuck paying a subscription that for an app you don't like, and then like Smiley says you need to use $1,000 app to turn on the lights. It's like, all right, just at least you get the nice aesthetic, right? The clean salsa booth aesthetic, but you can use whatever app you want. And then Smiley said, oh, we got linked up with a security company also. I don't know how that might be a separate venture from DJing. I don't know. Or if you're DJing like a strip club or something, then you got the security. You can provide security as well for the club.
Yo, Smiley, you sell food too?
Yeah, he sells food. Yeah, you're gonna start becoming a caterer too. That's the next step. But Sean says we have it in black and white. Nice. Pre-orders right now. First booths ship out early October. Nice, man. So like, sounds like a new business venture. Congrats, man. That's also sounds like you're also.
Is that what it's called? Photo Booth Direct Club?
Photo Booth Direct
What's the
Club.
brand name? Is that Beta Booth? There you go.
Beta Booth, yeah, Beta Booth, Photo Booth Direct Club. So maybe the company is Photo Booth Direct Club, and then this model is the Beta Booth. Maybe there's an Alpha Booth coming next. Maybe a more upgraded version, Alpha Booth.
Have you seen the one? Have you seen the one that looks like the salsa booth as well? But you can like literally take it out, like take out the head, and like just.
Oh, but I thought that wasn't the salsa booth.
Is that a salsa booth?
I thought that was the salsa booth, but it was like some.
No, I know it's a new version though. If it's a salsa booth, it's definitely a new version. It's not the one. It's not the first version, because the first version is like this. But the second one, if it's a salsa booth, I don't know what it is. I just know that there's one.
I saw a Joe Budden video with that too. He was like walking around with it,
and you can walk around with it. Yeah, I think that was pretty cool too.
Right, we're going over our time, so let me wrap up these comments here. Sean said our road case is luggage style with a pull behind handle for easy moving. Nice. So yeah, there you go. You got a nice easy transport road case. So it sounds like this one's basically made with DJs in mind. So that's good.
Sean, do you have a promo video of the photo booth with the case and everything?
Yeah, that'd be cool. If you had showing the case and then also like the assembly. Maybe he's working on making the promo stuff, since it sounds like it's still pretty new.
We would like to, maybe we can put it here on the next show so they can see it.
Yeah, we do free advertising.
Yeah.
For both lighting mostly, and then we've done nowadays for projectogram. It's all free shout outs. If it's someone, obviously if it's someone on our stream, you guys are doing something like this, or a product that we like, we just plug it for free. We're not sponsored by anybody. We are also not big enough to let's be honest, but we're not sponsored by anybody. So Chinchillin says, funniest thing, like you said, someone did find me on Facebook. I got a gig for it at the club. Yeah, Chinchillin DJs at the strip club, man. So we got all types of DJs in here.
Yeah, he knows good.
Sean says we have 2 more in the works. Nice, man. Congrats. And videos dropping soon. Awesome, dude. Congrats. Yeah, good luck with the new business venture, because this kind of is like like the both lighting version of photo booths, like a DJ kind of going off and doing something else related to selling
And
a product.
essentially the same. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing as those expensive ones.
Yeah,
They're expensive for no reason.
less than half the price.
Yeah,
And then I
definitely.
mean, maybe like same thing. Like I said, there's so many ones on eBay and stuff, but the same way that Rick Webb sells, like there's some people like to make like they're getting it from the USA. They can talk to somebody, they can email somebody, versus you directly ordering this from a vendor in China, which is hard to communicate with. So it's people. I think Rick Webb has shown that there is like a market for this. Yeah, I'm sure someone has a problem with it. They can email you, they can call you
Yeah.
directly, and then don't have to worry about talking to somebody overseas. So yeah, man, good luck, and yeah, thanks. This was a great chat, man. I think this is the most active chat we've had in all of our episodes.
I really liked it. It was really fun. It was really fun. We're very active. I like this. I like when you guys like talk to us and we all involved in this. It was really fun. It was really fun talking about like all this auto and stuff.
And we learned a lot of new stuff. We learned how expensive pyro insurance is.
Definitely. But
if anything to get your hands on, for sure, go for it. Yep.
Yeah, but let's cut this short right now because it's a little late. But yeah, we'll talk to you guys on the next show next week. Thank you all of you for showing up, commenting, and all of that. Thank you for the love. Thank you, Sean, for stopping by as well. Buddy, Smiley, Chin, Drizzy, all of you, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. All right. Peace.
Yep. Thanks. See you guys.